All right, so this is exciting because I am here in the heart of Motor City, Detroit, here at Little Caesars Arena. Yes, where the Detroit Red Wings, Detroit Pistons play, but today, who's at center stage is right here. This vehicle, the all-new first ever 2024 Chevrolet Equinox. This is the 3RS trim, the top trim essentially right now. Let's go have a look. All right, so first and foremost, the only thing this shares the same with the ICE and beautiful new ICE Chevrolet Equinox is literally the name. Now, they did design this to be, bespoke. They wanted to design an awesome, compact, we got helicopters flying across here, a compact SUV that just happens to be electric. They didn't want it to be electric, and then convert it into what you see here. The looks of this are phenomenal. Now, I don't think I've ever uttered these words before when it comes to an Equinox. No offense, Equinox, but this is a sexy looking Equinox. Again, this is the 3RS. So RS means, of course, it's definitely more of that sporty trim, a lot more, design to this. And let's talk about that first and foremost. RS, of course, you got the RS badging. This is in the red hot color, which I think looks sharp. I'm not even normally a red fan, but the red or the black contrast to me looks phenomenal. I love the lighting all the way across the back here. But again, you got gloss black down in there, gloss black along the bottom. These are 21-inch available, 21-inch gloss black wheels. You got gloss black along the bottom, gloss black mirror caps, and of course, you're gonna see out here in front, gloss black along the bottom there, and then of course the black bow tie obviously as well, right? Again, RS, Rally Sport, I mean, come on, it looks phenomenal. Now, let's get into some of the particulars of this. Right now, currently, there are two, different offerings in terms of the Equinox EV. You're gonna have your, front wheel drive. That's actually what this particular one is right here. This is the front wheel drive. It's going to give you 319 miles of range in the front wheel drive configuration. By the way, for Canadians, that's over 500 kilometers of range. And it's gonna have a 213 horsepower and 236 pound-feet of torque. So pretty phenomenal for a smaller SUV. When I say smaller though, it's not as small as you think when you get inside. We're gonna talk about that in a moment here too. By the way, sorry about the wind, the road noise, but this was such a cool place to film this. I couldn't not. Now, the all-wheel drive, the E all-wheel drive is going to give you less because again, you got some more weight, more power going on. 285 miles of range on a full charge, and it's got 200, but it has more horsepower, more torque, 288 horsepower and 333 pound-feet of torque. Now, some crazy things about this with rebates. The bottom trim level being the 1LT front wheel drive, you can get into for as low as $27,000. Phenomenal. Now the one we're looking at right here is priced at $46,795 before any kind of government rebates. By the way, those are US dollars. So of course, Canadians, we're gonna find out, our pricing, and if I have it, I'll put it on here as well. Now, 3RS again means it's top trim level. So let's look at a couple things. First and foremost, let's head around the back here and look at what we've got for space. Obviously, power tailgate here, correct, obviously. Decent amount of storage. My backpack's in the way here. Underneath here, look at that. Storage there. There's a decent amount of room underneath there. And of course, these will fold flat. These seats will fold pretty much flat. What I'm impressed by is, again, I'm not a short individual, and when I sit, like the configuration of the seat right now is for me, and if you look in the back here, I'm 6'2", by the way, when you sit back here, look how much legroom there still is. So, I actually think this has more, I have to look at the specs, but I think it has more legroom than the original ICE Equinox. And then we got like kind of a leather with a cloth material on the inside. I like that red touch. Of course, you can see the RS. Heated rear seats for your passengers in the 3RS, by the way, not to mention nice big pano sunroof in this. You got an armrest here as well that will come down, right? But again, you can actually sit 3 people across. Obviously, this is being a 5-passenger SUV. I love how these pop out. So when you get close. Now, up front, get that little bit of like red fading color here on the door panels. Again, the red and the blue stitching, I'm not sure if that comes up in here or not. You got the red piping here, RS in the headrest, of course, power seats, obviously, and like very Camaro Blazer-esque in terms of, the vents you see there. Let me just get in here so we can actually see what this looks like. Oh, before I do so though, flat bottom steering wheel in the RS with, of course, again, more of that red trim here on the inside. And you're gonna notice this up top here. It's actually a standard feature in the 3RS, which we're gonna get to here in a second. But again, the cockpit is very nice. Like, I'm just gonna back the seat up just so I can show you as much as possible. By the way, check this out. Like, look how far back this seat can go. My legs like stretched out. Anyways, okay. So all I have to do is step on the brake. That's what starts it. As long as you have the key with you, which of course, by the way, here's what the key fob looks like. Okay, so I have the key with me. That'll allow the vehicle to start. I've got the hatch open. I wonder if I can actually, yeah, I'm not worried about the hatch right now. But let's see if I can just get that off the screen at the very least. Hit the check mark there. First and foremost, 11-inch fully programmable digital screen in front of the driver, largest in class right here. By the way, when I was talking about the kilometers and miles, mile range, the largest, longest, most miles per range in its category by quite a distance, actually. I think the next closest was in and around like 279 miles, and this is 319, 315, over 300 anyway. 17.7 inch. This is the same that's in the Blazer for that matter. And I think if I'm not mistaken, it's the same that's in the new Traverse as well. So a massive screen in a vehicle that's not like super wide. It's an Equinox, right? So it's not going to be overly wide. But anyways, they have the new shifter in here as well. You're going to see that on multiple different models now. I've actually tried to use it as a windshield wiper a couple of times. It is definitely something that's taken me getting used to, but I'm getting a little bit better at it. Heated and ventilated seats in this one. You got your separate climate control. I wasn't in LT today. I didn't have the separate climate control, didn't have ventilated seats. So again, these are things you're getting as you get to the higher trim level. What else are you getting to get the higher trim level? Well, how about this right here? Super Cruise. Now, Super Cruise is available in multiple different trim levels, but it's a standard feature in this 3RS. And I can tell you firsthand, this Super Cruise works phenomenally. Basically what you're seeing is we have Super Cruise working at over 750,000 miles of roads in Canada and the United States, and now it's actually working on 2-lane highways, which I've actually used it on as well. So the Super Cruise is absolutely phenomenal in this vehicle. Of course, you're gonna have all kinds of, oh, there's my button right there for the tailgate. We're gonna shut that right now. And again, if you're wondering what this is obviously just to see your eyes, to make sure you're paying attention to the road. But again, the cockpit of this thing is absolutely phenomenal. Lots of space in this. If you own a business, by the way, especially if you're Canadian and you own a business, I'm not sure how it's working down here. There's certain business, certain amounts, I think it's up to, I want to say around $50,000 range that you can fully write off as a business. I'm pretty sure. If I'm mistaken on that, I will definitely make a mark of that. So, I mean, there's definitely incentives. Again, depending what province or what state, of course, from the United States. You got your memory seats there, by the way. Depending on where you're at, obviously, you know, the discounts will change. This is your charging port here, by the way. If I can get that open. There it is there. So you charge it right off the front. But again, 2024 Chevrolet Equinox 3RS in the red hot. Man, I'm actually thinking about wanting to get one of these myself. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, take care.